Good morning and welcome in, everyone. Before we get into this morning's update, I want to go over a quick overview of what we can see transpiring. Last night I was a little encouraged as XRP closed above that $2.20.5, and that initiates the short-term move up to $2.33 approximately. We can look at it in real time and see out of the, we'll go into like 3-4 hourly. We can see right now $2 and let's go into real time, $2.32 in real time today on March 13th. And that's our next layer of resistance to push past. We have a nice Gartley reversal that was formed in the shorter time frame. We held that $2.20, which is a great sign. And it looked like we had that inverse head and shoulders formed, and now it's playing out of it in the short term. There's a much wider inverse head and shoulders, but it's oftentimes the shorter part of the patterns play on the bigger part of the pattern. So we'll see if this can materialize. You can look at this in a much bigger inverse head and shoulders as well, but we'll just keep it in the shorter time frame. So 232 needs to be broken, and once that is, we have this resistance over the top at about $2.46. If that is broken, then we break out of this little falling channel. We're still well within this broadening wedge. And also, we have this, let's see. We have the symmetrical triangle as well here within this falling channel. So now that we retook 220.5, we've got to get on top of $2.32 and then $2.44. If that fails to happen and we break down, if we were to lose this $2 area, that's where it gets really dicey. I'd give you the $1.98, but once that breaks, that's where it would get a little bit interesting. But right now, we're firmly over that 220.5 support. We're only up about 1.1% on the day, as XLM right now is up 8.5% to 28.1. Bounced off perfectly off that consolidation, and it even retested and filled out the technical drop point, bounced back up, held it as support. Now our next resistance, it's going to find us up here somewhere around that 35 cents if this can continue pushing. But remember, you can't get up to that further resistance until we pass the 200-day and the 4-hourly at 31 cents. So with that being said, I want to do a little bit of reading after I do the intro because I want to read about what happened with Dubai and XRP. So we'll talk about that. I'm going to do the intro and then we're going to get through this update. I tried to do a little bit of technicals right off the bat, and then we're going to get through this. So good morning, 7:31 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on this Thursday, March 13th, 2025. I'm XRP Future Millionaire, and I reside in the great state of Michigan. Still doing this to the best of my abilities, being at the hotel for seemingly forever, but still more time to go with the house renovation and so on and so forth. Tomorrow, fortunately, after all the stuff, after therapy and my son's school and so on and so forth, we go to my dad's for a couple days, and then we'll see what next week brings for us. So anyhow, I want to read this, while I have your attention. I only got about 10 to 15 minutes here because I got to get my son to school, and then we got therapy after, so you'll hear from me again around noon. So Ripple gains full approval to offer regulated crypto payments in Dubai. Ripple has received full approval from the Dubai Financial Services Authority, DFSA, to offer regulated crypto payments in the Dubai International Financial Centre, DIFC. It makes Ripple the first blockchain-enabled payments provider licensed by the DFSA, significantly expanding its operations in the Middle East. Ripple receives full approval from the DFSA. This development follows Ripple's in-principle financial services approval from the DFSA in October. With its regional headquarters in Dubai since 2020, Ripple continues strengthening its presence in a region known for its regulatory clarity and fintech-friendly environment. The DFSA license enables Ripple to offer its global payment solutions to businesses in the UAE. This would reinforce its role as a trusted partner for financial institutions looking to leverage blockchain technology for faster and more cost-effective transactions. We are entering an unprecedented period of growth for the crypto industry, driven by greater regulatory clarity around the world and increasing institutional adoption. Thanks to its early leadership in creating a supportive environment for tech and crypto innovation, the UAE is exceptionally well placed to benefit. A press release shared A press release shared with BN Crypto read, citing Ripple CEO Brad Garlinghouse. Indeed, Dubai has established itself as a global hub for blockchain and fintech innovation. It boasts a $400 billion international trade market. The UAE has been seeing growing demand from both crypto-native firms and traditional financial trade institutions looking for solutions to inefficiencies in cross-border payments. These include high fees, slow settlement times, and lack of transparency. Securing the DFSA license will enable us to better serve the growing demand for faster, cheaper, and more transparent cross-border transactions. And one of the world's largest cross-border payment hubs, Ripple's managing director for the Middle East and Africa, Reese Merrick, emphasized. In the same tone, DIFC Authority CEO, His Excellency Araf Amiri, said this milestone presents Ripple with new growth opportunities across the region and beyond. Ripple's regulatory approval in Dubai adds to its growing list of over 60 regulatory licenses worldwide. Among them are a major payments institution license from the Monetary Authority of Singapore and a New York Department of Financial Services Trust Charter. Ripple also has a virtual asset service provider registration from the Central Bank of Ireland and money transmitter license across multiple U.S. states. Despite its success in Dubai, Ripple remains embroiled in a legal battle with the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission. However, recent reports indicate that the case may soon be resolved. Reportedly, Ripple's team is negotiating more favorable terms regarding the August 2023 district court ruling. The ruling imposed a $125 million fine and restricted Ripple from selling XRP to institutional investors. Ripple's team argues that the firm should not be penalized for past regulatory uncertainty. This contention is based on the SEC's reconsideration of its enforcement stance against crypto firms. Accepting the Torres ruling as it stands would mean that Ripple is essentially agreeing to admit to wrongdoing, but now the SEC itself is seemingly unsure whether any wrongdoing occurred. There's no real playbook for this kind of thing, which could explain why this case is taking longer than resolved than the rest. I don't put any stock into what that lady says because she's always wrong. BN Crypto data shows that XRP price was trading for $2.23 at press time. This represents a 2.32% increase in the last 24 hours. As we know, it's up to $2.26. We've got the crypto fear and greed index right now. It's at 21. Let's just refresh that just to make sure. At 21, so it's still in extreme fear. So when you're looking at the market stance, when you're looking at it, you don't sell extreme fear. You buy. How you doing? You buy the fear. You don't sell it. A lot of people, that's why 95% of the market loses. And they're losing right now big time since Trump came in. Just depends when you bought. Let's see. Down up 1.23%, like I said. The last thing I want you to remember while I release this is if we stay above 220.5, we can work off the short-term inverse head and shoulders, and the inverse pattern is a pattern that should show some appreciation here. But the moment you lose that 220.5 is when you could start to look at it like, something's not exactly developing the way that we want it to. And then furthermore, it could start working back down towards that sub $2 level. Right now, we're in a good spot here too. We retook the pivot level of 129.29. We talked about this in the live yesterday, how we were heading up towards 133. And we have to break 133 billion, and then we're off to the races here a little bit. So that's what we need to do. We don't want to get invalidated on the bottom of a symmetrical triangle. But remember, it's getting closer to the USA waking up 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, 6 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. We talk about it every single day of the year. No matter how high the prices appreciate, when this time starts happening, we're in that no man's land. We're in that margin of error where now the price will start coming down because the USA is waking up. They see some volatility to the upside. They buy in them before they know it. It's down, just like yesterday. And then by the end of the trading day, it goes back to where it's supposed to. It's a perfect example of what we seen yesterday. So don't get too emotionally involved. Don't look at it too much, from an emotional standpoint. But understand when the USA wakes up, they always use us as exit liquidity. It always happens. There's no exception. It's probably going to happen today. So just pay attention to that. And if you're looking to trade, make sure you pay attention to BITUNIX. They not only have the lowest spot and leverage trading fees for me in the USA, they have the lowest maker-taker fee, leverage, spot, but they also have right now through the month of March, if you're a leverage trader If you send $1,000 to BITUNIX, you get a $100 voucher just for trading the futures one time. Send $500 to BITUNIX, and you get a $50 voucher if you trade one time on leverage. And then through the month of March, if you're a leverage trader, it adds up your entire trading volume of the month of March, and you can get up to 800 free XRP. I know some people are taking advantage of it, high volume traders. So, you know, if you do trade leverage, consider BITUNIX, try to take advantage of it. It starts at 25 XRP and ends at 800 XRP. And somebody's gonna fulfill that entire almost over $2,000 worth of XRP. So that's where we stand. I'm XRP Future Millionaire. If you appreciate my work, make sure to hit that like button, share on social media, and subscribe to the channel and join the 31,400 plus subscribers. If you do appreciate my work, consider joining Tom's Army as I put all content out for free. We're only 11 days away from March 24th, which will be my 4-year anniversary on YouTube, and I've never missed a single day on YouTube, and I've never charged for a single piece of my content. So if you want to pay it forward, you can join Tom's Army. You can send a YouTube super chat. You can donate via Cash App, Venmo, or PayPal. But the only thing I require is your attention, your understanding, and your continued dedication to learn more and try to get ahead in this ever-evolving landscape of crypto.